Hi there, I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in Los Angeles, and today we're going to make Ganache glaze. Let's get started. So for a ganache that we wind up utilizing to glaze a dessert or even make a design on a plate, we're going to wind up making a ganache glaze. We're going to need anywhere between 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 cups of cream. We have 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and we're also going to need about 8 ounces of chocolate. In this case, we're going to use a semi-sweet chocolate. Any flavor of chocolate you wind up utilizing is just going to give you a different flavored ganache. This particular chocolate is Ghirardelli. Wind up utilizing a Guittard or Kaibo, Scharfenberger. Any really high-end chocolate will wind up working really well. To start off with our preparation, we're going to take our 1 1/4 cups of cream and we're going to start to put it into a pot and bring it up to just below a boil, what pastry chefs call scalding. We're actually going to be looking for bubbles to come around the rim of the pot. Really important that you, of course, don't let the cream boil over, so when you start to heat it up, you want to keep an eye on it. If you need more time, just turn the heat on to like a medium to a medium low, because if you have your heat on too high, then it's going to heat up too rapidly. So while I'm heating up my cream, I'm going to go ahead and chop up the chocolate. I find that a bread knife or a serrated knife works really, really well for this particular task. And it's really important to get the chocolate chopped up, or a lot of chefs would even call it shaving. I'm going to take the tip of the knife and keep it in contact with the cutting board, use the back of the blade, and basically just lean down on the handle. And just cut some pieces like this. Okay? The smaller you cut the pieces of chocolate, the faster it's going to melt. You can also move the chocolate around, so you wind up getting a nice point. That winds up speeding up the chopping. It makes the pieces a lot easier to work. After I wind up chopping this, my cream is just starting to come to a scald. You can see some bubbling coming around the rim of the pot. I'm going to warm that up just a little bit more, and while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to wind up taking a bowl and I'm going to get my chocolate into it. Really important that before your chocolate goes into the bowl, you wind up making sure that the bowl is absolutely dry. Water and chocolate do not like each other. Make sure the bowl is really nice and dry. Chocolate's going to go into the bowl. So this is our scalded cream. Might even start to get a little film or a skin on top. That's absolutely fine. Once it starts to get really nice and bubbly, I'm going to take the cream and I'm going to pour it over the chocolate. The chocolate does not need to be completely covered by the cream. Let it sit for about 30 more seconds. And I wind up taking a spatula, go right into the center of the pan. You could even do a wooden spoon, but I like a spatula to help really cover the entire surface of the bowl. I'm going to take my spatula and start to slowly rotate it in a circular fashion, working my way from the center of the bowl to the outer edges. All we really have left now is just a little bit around the edge of the bowl. Bring that into the center. Our basic heavy cream and chocolate mixture, once it's absolutely melted, in order to get a much thinner, glazy consistency to it, we wind up putting in anywhere between 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter and stir that on in. And once the butter gets completely melted into this mixture, we're going to go ahead and refrigerate this just to chill it a little bit, not to get it totally firm, but definitely to make it not quite as soupy as this. And as it starts to firm up, we'll go ahead and be able to put it into a piping bag and be able to pipe out some glazy designs, or even use it in a squirt bottle to go ahead and glaze a plate for a dessert. And that is our ganache glaze. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on other links so you can get other recipes. If you don't see something that interests you, email a request to requests@mahalo.com. Also be sure to subscribe so you can get lots of wonderful additional information. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.